What are the general properties of immunological tolerance? Tolerance is immunologically specific. Tolerance to self is learned or acquired. So does that mean tolerance is immunologically specific? That means tolerance will show to only a specific type of antigen, not all kind of antigen. And tolerance to self is acquired or learned. That means it is not a tolerance does not come from parents. It will be developed during the lifetime of a progeny. So immature or developing T or B lymphocytes are more susceptible to tolerance induction than are mature or functionally competent cells. Why? Because during its immature or developing states, they are more susceptible to show tolerance to incoming new antigens. Tolerance of T lymphocyte is particularly effective for maintaining long-lived unresponsiveness to self antigens. Tolerance to foreign antigen can be induced even in mature lymphocytes when these cells are exposed to antigens under conditions that are inadequate for activation. So, if an antigen is exposed to a certain person, sometimes it can also show tolerance in its mature stage. How? If the surrounding cellular environment unable to initiate a immune response, in that case, it will induce tolerance to that antigen. So, mechanisms of tolerance to self-antigens. In this lecture, in this slide, we will see a short summary of different types of mechanisms to self-antigen. And in the upcoming slides, we will see details of every of these mechanisms. Okay. So, what are the mechanisms of tolerance to self-antigen? Self-reactive cells are deleted at certain developmental stage. That is clonal deletion. So what is clonal deletion? Self-reactive cells are deleted at certain developmental stage. Then self-reactive cells are rendered energetic and unable to respond. This is clonal energy. So what is energy? Energy is the absence of cellular immunological response to a certain antigen. If immune system show tolerance or absence of immune system towards a certain antigen, then it is termed as energy. So energy is the lack of or absence of immune response. Cellular response to a self-antigen may be suppressed by interaction with other cells. That is called suppression. We learn again about suppression in the upcoming lectures in details. Self-reactive T cells in the circulation may ignore self-antigens. Okay, so when T cells ignores self-antigen, then it can also show tolerance. A state of tolerance to self-antigen can also be determined by immunoregulation. So when immune response is regulated by its components, it can also develop tolerance. So how this regulation occurs, again we will learn about this in details in the upcoming lectures. So which of these fates awaits the self-reactive lymphocytes depends on numerous factors, including the stage of maturity of the cell being silenced, the affinity of its receptor for self-antigen. That means if the affinity is strong, then it will most likely to induce cellular immunological response. But if the affinity is low, then it most likely to induce tolerance. The nature of these antigens, its concentration, its tissue distribution, and finally its pattern of expression.